Let's first talk about your single "Little Bit" with Florida Georgia Line. I mean, the song's been climbing the charts. It's been most added at country radio. I mean, can you tell us a little bit about like your brotherhood with FGL and how it feels to achieve such heights of success alongside them through the years? I mean, you guys have a diamond record together too, so.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, all that and everything you said and more, you know, we very fortunate, blessed to have that type of success. I think, you know, it's, and I explained this story a few times, but it is different when you can genuinely watch somebody's success, so to speak. And don't get it twisted. When I met Florida Georgia Line, they had already had success. They were already, you know, pretty big in the country world, I would say. Definitely with Cruz before we remixed it. But when you get a chance to see guys come from being these artists and having these aspirations of, you know, things that they truly want to come. From the first time I met them, they were all bachelors, young bachelors. You know what I'm saying? Just FGL, you know, fun guys. To now being these huge stars, to having families and fathers, and you know, you watch them grow and basically achieving everything that they possibly wanted and dreamed, and being able to help their families and things like that. So it's a benefit for me because, you know, when you get a chance to watch from the outside looking in, especially with people who you genuinely care for and you genuinely call friends and family, you just want the best for them, and to watch them become who they want to become was just dope. So as far as the music goes, man, I just think, you know, don't get it twisted. I know FGL is fans of Nelly.
Yeah.
I want to date myself to be like, yo, you know, my music probably helped raise them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
sure. But when you get a chance to come in and you just have a mutual respect for each other, and then you're able to create something that the whole world can enjoy, and you did it. I don't want to say that we do it easily. But but when we're having fun, when we're in the studio, when we're making music, because I think we both have an understanding of where we want the music to come from. And when that aligns, we get things such as the Cruise remix, such as Lil Bit, such as a few other joints that we've done that we don't know what we're going to do with yet, but just crazy, man. We have fun recording. So yeah, they are little brothers to me. And I'm just so happy to watch them become the men that they are, the husbands that they are, the fathers that they are. And I mean, yeah, they're my cats.
Yeah, I mean, they're also working on their own solo projects, so maybe something will come up with you guys.
Yeah, you never know.
So you and FGL actually just filmed the music video for a little bit just a few weeks ago. Can you take us through the video shoot and tell us like where it was filmed and the concept behind the video?
Yeah, well, we filmed it in Nashville. I don't know exactly where I was. My phone wasn't working all the way. I had to stand by a tree and hold my left arm up sometimes, and to have to get some signals. But it was real dope. It was real dope, man. The area is real serene and things like that. But the concept of the video is Nelly coming to Nashville for the weekend to hang out. Basically, we just kept it cut and dry, just having a little fun, just a little bit. You know what I mean? And we rolled out, man, and we had a little kickback out by the lake and things like that. And we just genuinely filmed our energy, man, and our connection. And yeah, I can't wait for people to see it. It came out pretty good.
In the little teaser clip you shared through your Instagram story, I mean, they even made a bobblehead of you. That's pretty.
Yeah.
So obviously you're no stranger to country music, and you were actually one of the first hip hop artists to break the barrier and cross over into the country genre. So could you tell us like, how does it feel to be one of the first out of genre artists to like cross over into country music, and then not only cross over, but like make waves in it and continue to make waves in the country music genre?
Well, that's a blessing as well, because I'm a firm believer that music transcends all boundaries and genres. I mean, you know, if you can make something that people can really emotionally connect with on different waves, I think we all come together. I firmly believe like music and sports is the two things, no matter what background you're from, no matter where you're from, that you can come together for a common for a common cause and feel good about it from the inside out.
Yeah.
As long as you work at it. And yeah, man, that's just always been my goal since I came out musically, period, was to come out different, was to do things different, was to try to create something that could be a staple, almost. You know what I mean? Like, I always believe
together people.
Right. If you could be first at something, I feel like you have a better chance of lasting forever, so to speak. People remembering you. I mean, that's kind of like what we all want to do, is just be remembered and all have an impact and contribute to whatever profession that you're doing in a way that you're helping make history. And I remember when I wanted to do Over and Over, obviously everybody wasn't happy about it. Yeah. You know, it was at a peak in my career where I'm just coming off of Nellyville. You know what I mean? I'm coming off of Hot in Here and Dilemmas and my next project. And I was like, yo, I want to do something different. You know, and everybody was like, are you sure this is what you want to do? And shout out to Tim McGraw, because I mean, he took a chance as well. I mean, here, you know, we're talking about 2004, 2005. Tim McGraw is like the biggest country star in music at this time, if not one of the two. And he took a chance with a rapper and understanding what I was trying to do and create something. So as much as I love to take credit, I got to give credit to Tim as well, because he stepped out there on that limb as well and was able to help make something that people talk about to this day, and hopefully has started, you know, something new.
Since you've broken that barrier, you've definitely started something new. I mean, there's been smash records across genres, like, I mean, Keith Urban and Pink and Billy Ray Cyrus and Lil Nas X. I mean, you definitely made a difference there and a huge impact in country, and definitely started something else. Do you feel as though this new EP was kind of written with the live music aspect in mind, like kind of the high energy live concert shows? Like,
I just try to, you know, really, it's like, okay, some years back, I went to my first CMT Awards, went to some CMA Awards, all that. And after the awards, we would go to after parties. And all of the after parties would be just like any other regular after parties. And when you walk in, they're not really playing country music at the after parties.
Yeah.
You go to the after parties, I mean, they're basically playing the same shit that you would hear if this was the MTV Awards, if this was the BET Awards. They're playing all the hits and the thing. And I'm like, damn. I was like, yo, this is something. Like, it struck me. It was just like, yo, everybody loves to turn up and have fun the same way, no matter what the music is. This may be your music, but when you come to partying, you know, it's partying the same way. And I was just like, well, why isn't there any music in this genre being made for this situation? Yeah, you know, and it kind of, I was just like blown away, and that kind of put a light bulb. So with this project, I like to call it a lot of country club bangers. You know what I'm saying? So. You know, it's just got that, you know, obviously Nelly's not a country artist, but I call it country influence, because this is music from Nelly that is influenced by country. It's my appreciation for country music. It's my thanks for country music, the whole world of country music, for allowing Nelly to be a part of it, for allowing Nelly to be. So this is what Nelly's bringing to a side of country music that other people probably couldn't bring. Yeah. You know what I mean? And not be able to mesh the two. So yeah, I like to call this a bunch of country club bangers, man. And I think like this project is the perfect summer anthem, not just for Nelly fans, not just for country music, but just music, period. And it's all influenced by country, but it's a Nelly project. The tempo on this EP is it's pretty much not really any love songs. Yeah, not really any love songs, but definitely a few relationship type of scenarios. You know what I mean? Like, but not really love songs, I would say.
You're obviously going to have some solo stuff, but also some collaborations. Like, What else can we expect from the EP? And could you tell us like maybe a few of the country artists that have influenced your career, or maybe the project specifically?
Yeah, man. Well, I was like I said, well, I was raised in St. Louis, obviously the Midwest. I was born in Texas. So born in the South, raised in the Heartland. You know what I mean? So kind of like the country thing was probably going to be inevitable for me to escape. But I got turned on through country music through a different source than people might suspect, because my uncle, who's no longer with us right now, is the person who really got me into music. Him and my father used to do a lot of music. They used to have these little groups and things. My uncle played a lot of music and wrote a lot of music, but he was a huge Lionel Richie fan. And I got turned on to all things Lionel Richie, including songwriting. And once I found out that Lionel Richie used to write all these great songs, not just for his genre of music, not just for pop, R&B and things like that, but he was also writing for country, for Kenny Rogers and a host of other people. And I kind of got turned on through country music through Kenny, you know. And then once you know, you find out about Kenny, then you obviously you start doing your research. You George Strait, you know, Hank, Reba. You start listening to all the Charlie Pride. You know what I'm saying? And you start just, you know, running through your list, man, and just paying attention to a great genre of music and seeing how you can relate to a lot of it, because it's all great music once you listen to it. And you know, the thing about I wouldn't say that it inspires my writing, more or less inspires my feeling. Because if you listen to a lot of the music, even if you listen to Lil Bit, it's still Nelly doing Nelly on the music.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? It's just a different pocket with a different feel. And that's what I like to say, that it's two generations of each music. I like to say you have your traditional generation of music, and you always got your new wave generation of music. And each genre of music has it. You have hip hop. You have the hip hop purists that don't like the new hip hop, because they want the hip hop to remain there. And it's the same thing as like R&B. You got the new R&B. You have the old R&B. It's the same thing with country. You have traditional country, but you also have young country. And I don't think you are able to find a country artist or a country fan that's 50 years or younger in age that doesn't have some type of affinity or appreciation for hip hop somewhere. They like some type of hip hop, even though country music is their heart, it's their love, it's what they do. They like some type of hip hop. And I just think that energy that hip hop brings, and that only hip hop brings, is what's allowing the blend for what's going on right now. So I'm just doing Nelly and just trying to incorporate the true feeling of what being from where we're from, as far as the country, and not just also grassroots country. Because, you know, you just don't have, you know, you got Nashville in the backwoods and you got downtown Nashville as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm more of a downtown Nashville kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, don't get it twisted. I go kick it. I go, you know, I'll ride. I'll do whatever in the trees as well. But I'm more of a Nashville downtown kind of guy, you know what I mean? So I just think that country music is the country music life that I think Lil Bit is speaking for on this album.
You're gearing up soon to finally things are returning to normalcy somewhat. So you're gearing up soon to hit the road, hit some festivals this summer. I mean, you're performing Bonnaroo, Firefly, Summerfest, like the list goes on and on. So what are you like most looking forward to at those festivals, and can fans expect any of your like collabs to pop up at those events?
Yeah, you know, the thing about it's just being back out there, man. I think the energy, I think I know I love performing. I don't, you know, I think all artists do. I think that's one of the enjoyments that we get out of being in this profession, is getting a chance to be out on stage performing with the fans. So I just think that energy, that you know, that participation, being able to see the people firsthand and right up front. I think it'll be a little different now, because I'm going out and I'm displaying my music. I've never had to deliver an album in this environment, so to speak. And I'm happy that I'm being able. That's why this project got pushed back so long because I wanted to be able to be out. I didn't want to be able to just put this out over the internet. I don't know how to do that like quite effectively. But shout out to my team because I mean, you know, they've been working their ass off to do the best that they can. And I think it's hard when you're working with an artist who loves to be hands-on, who loves to be out in front of his fans. And I think, you know, we're getting to a place like that. So yeah, just being back out there, being able to present the music. I think the shows will be exactly how Nelly shows up in, just a lot of energy. Hopefully we pick back up where we left off. I would hope so.
That'd be amazing. But thanks so much for taking the time today to chat with us. And we really look forward to the rest of the EP and catching you out on the road this summer. So
thank you, champ. I appreciate it.